every Stranger Things season opening scene ranked. These are the cold open scenes that play before the opening title intro. At the bottom for me is comfortably the season 2 cold open that introduces us to Kali and her gang of friends. It culminates with this big reveal of her using powers and revealing the 8 tattoo on her arm, but it ultimately led to the worst episode of the entire show in The Lost Sister, and still feels the most out of place out of all the cold openings. Next, I've got the season 3 cold open. There's not much going for it. It just establishes the Russians as the big bad villain of the season, and lets us know that for a year leading up to the events of season 5, they've been experimenting with trying to open a gate. Next, I'm going with the season 5 cold open. The fun thing about this one is it picks up right after the end of season 1, episode 7, as we see Will's time in the Upside Down on November 12th, 1983, as he evades the Demogorgon at Castle Byers. Ultimately, we see him get caught and brought to Hawkins' library where he has this confrontation with Vecna, and this flashback shows the moment Will developed a connection to the hive mind. It's a really cool scene that filled in some of the gaps with Will's time in the Upside Down, but also emphasized the strong connection between both Vecna and Will in this final season. Next, I got season 1 that of course opens with the shot of Hawkins' lab and this random scientist disappearing, which sets the stage with a very intense, spooky tone. Then we get the OG party playing D&D in the Wheeler basement, letting the audience get to know each and every character. This all ultimately leads to Will's disappearance at the hands of a Demogorgon. It's the scene that hooked us all in on this wild adventure. But on top, I've got the cold open to season 4. It's the massacre at Hawkins' lab without the full context, as it opens as just a day in the life of Dr. Brenner. He's doing tests with the kids and something goes horribly wrong, and after he gets knocked out and wakes up, he just sees the aftermath of all these kids basically slaughtered. And the show frames it to make it seem like Eleven is the one responsible, as we get this shot of young Elle with blood all over her and her eyes. But it's not until episode 7 of season 4 when we get the big picture and reveal that all this was actually done by Henry Creel, and Brenner walks in just moments after Eleven sent Henry to the abyss. It's such a brilliantly executed cold open scene that challenges the audience from the jump, making us question if Eleven committed these atrocities, but it excels because it creates this lingering curiosity all season as we wonder what really went down here. The next 7 episodes leading to the massacre at Hawkins' lab slowly lead to the revelation that it was all Henry Creel. Just genius stuff and my favorite opening of the show.